Hey everyone, welcome to the latest edition of our market update. We're going to jump right into it this month, so let's take a look at the numbers. So let's start off as we always do each month by taking a look at our updated stats chart for all of 2019. And here we can track sales, number of listings, months of inventory, and price changes month over month for the entire year. So as you can see, sales continued to creep up in the month of September. We were up to 2,333 sales for the month, which was a 4.6% increase over August. And if you look at the months of inventory, since the summer, basically July, August, September, we have been in a balanced market for the first time in a while. So just as a reminder, anything from 4 to 6 months of inventory is a balanced market. Above that is buyers. Below 4 is a seller's market. So I'll get to what all that means in terms of the pricing trend in just a second. But I just wanted to stay on the September sales numbers for a quick moment. So it was a 4.6% increase over August, but often in real estate, because it's a seasonal industry, we have to compare things year over year. And if we look at the year over year numbers for the month of September, it was a staggering increase, a huge jump. So in 2018, we had 1,595 sales. 2019, 2,333. That's a 46.3% increase year over year. And so what that means is the market is definitely starting to pick up and it is getting way more active out there. A 46% increase is substantial. There's no doubt about that. But we do have to keep things in a little bit of perspective here. Even though we had a 46% increase, sales were up to over 2,300 for the month. That is still 1.7% below the 10-year average that we've seen in the month of September over the last 10 years. So even though it's trending in the right direction, we're nowhere near the levels that we have seen over the last decade. So what does that all mean when it comes to prices, you might ask? So let's take a look at that next. What I'm going to show you is the home price index for broken down by property type. So we're going to look at single family detached, townhouses, and condos. Okay, so let's start off with single family detached. And you can see this segment of the market has definitely been soft over the last 12 months, and prices have definitely been on a decline. Next, we'll look at townhouses. Same kind of story. And next, let's flip over to condos, and you can see, again, same type of story. We've been in a decline. Now, if we look back to our stats chart for all of the year, we can see here how months of inventory and buyer's balanced or seller's market relates to prices. Because if we look at the beginning of the year, we were very much in a buyer's market. We were close to 10 months of inventory. And what does that do? It has a negative effect on prices. And when we go back to our price charts, this is the period of the year when most of the declines were happening. It was happening at the beginning of the year. And as we moved towards spring and summer, and now as we've seen, we've been the last 3 months, we've been pretty steadily in a balanced market, and you can see that prices have pretty much leveled off over the last 3 months. There's still a tiny decrease happening, or a bit of a variance up and down, but for the most part, we're at the top end of a balanced market, and you can see prices have very much stabilized. It's definitely not the same kind of decrease as we've been seeing at the beginning of the year. So if activity continues to be strong and our sales continue to increase throughout the month of October, year over year, as they did in September, chances are we might get more so into a balanced market, drop that months of inventory to, maybe 5, high 4s, and prices should level off and stabilize, and then who knows where they go from there. Again, spring market is typically the busiest, so come spring of 2020, we might see slight increases, or at the very least, I would say a very stable market going forward. Hope this information has been helpful. If you have any questions about what you've seen, definitely feel free to reach out to me, or if you would like more micro data for your specific area, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to get that over to you. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next month.